Brandon, I tell you some of the happiest moments in my life in the past 4 years,
What?
5 years.
Go ahead.
When me and you went fishing in 2016
And
in
you
that
got a
water,
hole in your in your waders.
but
That was a good time.
it wasn't in there at the beginning though. That experience that made me happy.
Right.
Another thing, another part I was happy is when I got laid off when I was at my
Mm-hmm.
parents' house. Now I was at my parents' house because I had to live there. I
Mm-hmm.
was at my parents' house because I now had some time to spend with my parents.
Right.
When I was at my parents' house for like 2, 3 weeks, when I didn't
Mm-hmm.
have nothing to do and all the bills were paid, I was
Right.
good. I liked it. I
Right.
liked waking up, going to the gym at 9, 8 o'clock, Planet Fitness, and coming home, hanging out with my mom and them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
Just because that stuff is priceless, sometimes you don't see it at the time, but when you look back, you're like, man, I was really happy, and it wasn't like I was spending a bunch of money or doing a bunch of things. I'm just
what
spending
happened?
time with good people,
And
making memories.
I woke up. I didn't need the alarm clock to woke me up. I woke up in my own terms. Waking up
Hmm.
on your own terms feel good.
Right. Were you stressed at the time
I was stressed for
in a
about
different way?
10 days.
Mm.
Then God said something to me. He said, "Lois, you've been out of work for 10 days, but look at all what you got. You
Yeah.
paid your rent up for 2 months. I ain't never done that. So the day I lost my job, that's the day I put 2 months rent down.
Oh yeah.
You pay
And
your
sometimes it's like that.
you pay your rent up. You paying yourself money like I could pay myself if I wanted to.
Hmm.
You paying yourself money you need. What else happened? And you have a surplus. You have enough to give tithes. So I started to tithe again when I didn't have no job.
Hmm.
And you saw what I tithe done. I tithe. The God was blessing me the next following week for another
Right.
opportunity to work.
Right. And I think we still tied and stuff like that. I think people got away from tithing just because I think people feel like it doesn't do anything. And people put out, certain information were like, well, the pastor doing this with the money and, just stuff
You
like
can't
that.
think
And
like that. You
right.
gotta
But
have
I'm just
faith. They ain't having no faith.
right. And that's why I say I don't worry about what the pastor's doing because he's a man at the end of the day. I'm trying to do what God command me to do, and have faith in what he can do for me. And I think that's what putting that seed in it means, And you can, like I said, you can't worry about all the other stuff, all the other politics of church and whatnot. You have to trust in God. And I think sometimes that's hard to do, but if you do it 9 times out of 10, you'll be rewarded. And it might not be exactly what you wanted, but it will
Uh-huh.
be a reward. We've been through a lot of different things, and you're like, I don't know how this is going to happen, but you know, God can show you He'll do some miracles, and I've seen it. Like I said, I don't even play with it anymore because I know He can do whatever. You know what I mean?
Once I start, I can tell you this: when it was a point that I had an extra $1,000 of discretionary money a month.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't tired one bit. But when I lost my job and I started to tide, blessings started to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And they started to come. And also tiding make you stronger financially because you learn to live without that little money you give into the Lord. It's
Yeah.
only a little bit. You ain't giving a lot. You give it.
Right. It feels like a lot, but because
You
we want to spend every dime how we want to spend it. And giving it back in that way, it just feel like, well, I don't know why I'm doing this, but you like I say, it tests your faith and it tests who you are as a person sometimes. Because you be like, damn, I could be doing X, Y, and Z with this money, but I'm a tied it to the church, and I'm
And tithing, to me, tithing makes it easier to pay myself. Because if I pay the Lord his 10%, I said, I gotta give my 10% too. Let me pay myself 10%. Then I give
What-
my 10%, then I give 80% to who cares?
well, I never really thought about it that way. I didn't. So is that what the Bible says? You're supposed to give 10% to yourself too?
No, the Bible don't say that.
Okay, I thought that's what the Bible
To,
said. Like you give
to
10% to God and then 10% to
no, no,
yourself.
no, no, no.
Okay, I'm about to
Hold
say.
on, hold on, wait, hold on. Stop, hold on. I didn't read this book fully,
Mhm.
but a lot of finance experts always say you need to pay yourself first.
Mhm.
I pay God, but pay yourself 10%. You work all these hours, do all this type of work. At the end of the day, what you got to show for it? If you don't pay yourself,
Yeah.
what you got to show for it?
But in
Right?
a way, but that's nothing. You don't have anything. But in a way, that's how they want you to be. You're kind of a slave to, your living expenses or whatever you want to buy or X, Y, and Z. Like you're working to survive on this planet. In a way, that's how they got you stuck. And that's how you don't want to be. You don't want to be stuck working and not happy because you're in a financial situation that you're in.
But can you see that?
Kinda. Hold on. A
It
hundred.
says Merrill Lynch and Fundrise.
Mm,
That's me paying myself.
what you mean?
That money is for me to use to improve, to invest in myself. So you need to pay if give everybody 80%, get a lower 10%, keep yourself 10%, and you're straight. At the end of the day, you still got that 10% that
That
you
you
work
paid
for,
yourself. Mm.
and that's you. That's your shit.
And
That's
so
your
what?
shit.
And so how do you use your 10% that you pay yourself?
All right. It's a process. First thing I had to do is build a mercy fund.
Mm-hmm.
So I make sure I have a few months of income in the bank case something happens.
Mm-hmm.
After my emergency fund is done, I do investments.
Okay.
Like right there, Fundrise. Fundrise is a private REIT. You ever heard of Fundrise before?
Mm-mm, no, I haven't.
Fundrise is a crowdfunding company that
Okay.
people around America put money into it, and this company buy real estate.
So do you own a part of that? Is that how it works? Is it more like
You,
a stock or
it's more like a stock. You own
or a share?
shares.
You own
You
share?
own
Okay.
shares. So, and every quarter they pay you a dividend,
That's
and
crazy.
it appreciates over time. Now, to get your money back, it takes like 4 months because they invest in real estate.
Mm,
So it's a long-term investment. Then my other stuff, I buy some stocks with it. I like to buy stocks every single Monday.